want to ask.
I'm not good, rather. It's the worst days of my life. How about that?
Okay, well, I'm sorry to hear that. I want to ask you, with news of the separation, how are you holding up?
Not holding up very well. I would say the other man, maybe I'll be an example for other men, cautionary tale.
Man, Judge Mathis out here looking like he got caught slipping hard. All that wisdom he be dishing out on TV. Yeah, looks like he forgot to take his own advice. Now Linda, his wife of 39 years, ain't just sitting quiet no more. Sis is done and she's hitting the reset button on her whole life while Judge Mathis out here crying about her being a gold digger.
Judge Mathis' wife of 39 years files for divorce after 39 years of marriage. And I know a lot of people are probably like, I wonder why they would be getting divorced after 39 years together, right? But see, me, I knew someone quite right a couple years back. Now, you might say, how would you know something like that? But let me show you. Just follow me. December 25th, 2022. This comes across my timeline. Now, I'm going to give y'all a second to find Judge Mathis. And when you find him, I want you to find him in the comments. But for those of y'all who haven't found him yet, let me help you out. See, I knew something was not quite right in the Mathis house. Now, I kept it to myself because it really ain't none of my business. Wasn't none of my business then, ain't none of my business now. But I think this woman is leaving him for a good reason. I don't know what that reason may be, but I knew something wasn't quite right somewhere around December 25th, 2022. So to many people, the Mathis split comes as a surprise. But not for me. Not for me.
Mathis, how are you today, man?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I want to ask.
I'm not good, rather. It's the worst days of my life. How about that?
Okay, well, I'm sorry to hear that. I wanted to ask you, with news of the separation, how are you holding up?
Not holding up very well. I would say the other man, maybe I'll be an example for other men, cautionary tale. Don't neglect your wife. You see how I'm here at the airport now, flying out, as I have for 40 or for 25 years. My wife has been third, serving the community, taping my show, having fun with friends. That's what happens, guys. Never be too busy or never have too much fun beyond your wife.
So I do want to ask, the date of separation is listed back to July 17th. Has this been coming for some time now, or was it something out the blue?
Well, ever since we started taping here in LA, I committed to staying home more and making my wife more of a priority. But as you see, I haven't. I'm still here on the road, doing the same thing. And in terms of going out into another city. But I was gone for 3 weeks. That's what July 17th meant.
Would you say you two are in a good place right now, or able to maintain a friendship?
Oh yeah, we're still in the same house and we're maintaining a friendship. And I'm trying to get my wife back. I have to show her that though. Hopefully I can show her while we're there together before, and hopefully she doesn't complete the process. But I'm changing in hopes that she will. I'm gonna get my wife back. How about that?
Absolutely.
I just wanted to eliminate all them rumors too, that it's something about a baby or even me molesting a child. It's none of that. I've just told you what it is.
There were also, kind of some rumors of any infidelity. Did you want to clear that up at all? You say it's solely neglect.
Well, neglect can create suspicion, certainly. And if you're gone as much as I am, you have every right to suspect. You go to work, you go serving the community around the country, then you go with your guys to sporting events around the country, you go to other events except without your wife hanging with you and enjoying herself with you. And so, yeah, she would have a right to suspect infidelity.
But there was none of that going on.
That's not the purpose. That's not the reason for this.
You might be right about that. I know Judge Mathis, he a TV judge too. How you feel about Judge Mathis?
Yeah, well, he was like 150, 149 in the ratings. I was number one, number two. I'm a lot older than him. He was the youngest judge ever elected in Detroit. And meanwhile, he was just 30-something. And when I started the show, I was in my 50s. See, I had a lot more experience than he did, and I would never do what he's done, which he's embraced the rainbow. You've seen him speak on that. And that at home with Judge Mathis, no, that's not something I'd do. Fine young man, I guess, but he was a gang member. And I know when I was growing up in Los Angeles, most of us that were real, we wouldn't have anything to do with that. And if you want to clip it, watch Singleton's Boys in the Hood. That's kind of the same area, same kind of situation I grew up in, just exactly like that. And most of us that were about something didn't belong to gangs, but we didn't like the ones that did. So he said, I was a member of a gang, and when my mother got sick, I got out. Well, if you can get out, that means you didn't have to get in. So I had a dad. Most of the guys I knew, they knew who their daddies were and had some interaction with them. So we didn't have that need. And that's what I'd say. I don't know him really personally. I've encountered him. I suppose he's a nice enough person. But I never could do the gang thing. And I never would corrupt myself by supporting the rainbow either, which he does. So there it is. And his ratings weren't like mine.
Right. But speaking of pushing the gay agenda, right? In the last interview we did, you was telling me how, your show came to an end because you wouldn't push the gay agenda. But you never went into detail about exactly what they was trying to get you to push. If you don't mind, can you, dig deeper into that and what they was trying to get you to push when it came to the gay agenda?
They want you to do these public service announcements and start expressing sympathy and you understand and, this is nothing wrong with it. I said, it's your damn business. You got the First Amendment, but I'm not going to push it. You ain't never done anything for me except try to hack this program, and me, for the 15 years, 14, 13, 12 years I've been doing it, you're not my friend, so you're on your own. No, I'm not doing it. And they owed me a lot of money too. I mean, it's like PSA, public service announcements. I had the number 1 and number 2 daytime syndicated show. As me and Judy running neck and neck. We were both beating Oprah and Phil, who were in the same unit we were in. It was under a guy named Roger King. So they would have you do these public service announcements. So, it's like, ladies and gentlemen, or fans, California does not prohibit you from purchasing a weapon, but there are certain rules that are attendant upon your possession that you need to follow, and I'd break it down for them. But they'd also want you to do this stuff like, what is this you have me here? Oh, no, That was when it was starting to do this thing of like, boys don't have a right to go drift off into a fantasy and go compete against girls in girls' sports. No, I'm not going to say that. But no, I'm not going to say it. You can go to hell. They don't pay me enough money to have me say something like that. I'm not saying it.
From broken promises to long absences, his actions have done little to support the narrative that he was fully committed to saving his marriage. And then there are the whispers about his alleged tight-fistedness and temper, including that infamous 2019 incident where he reportedly spat on a parking valet. Though he denies infidelity, his frequent travels and extended absences have fueled speculation about what might have been going on behind the scenes.